It's really easy when you're working in Fiddler to get just absolutely lost in a sea of requests. Not only is the app you're profiling making requests, but the device is making other requests in the background. It's doing things like checking mail or downloading podcasts. But the host machine is also going out and making requests. If you run things like Dropbox, you'll see HTTP requests. Evernote, HTTP requests. Skype, HTTP requests. There's a lot of noise going on out there. Let me give you an example. I'm going to take Internet Explorer and I'm going to snap it over here to half screen. Now if I go and try and load my blog, we're going to see all of my HTTP requests to my blog appear here in Fiddler. It's what you'd expect. In fact, this is probably the way you're used to using Fiddler. But all of this does get in the way. So I'm going to do one simple little trick here that's going to make life a lot easier for when we're proxying mobile traffic. I'm just going to go down to the bottom left here in Fiddler where it says capturing, and I'm going to turn capturing off. Let's now clear all our requests. Let's now go back to Internet Explorer and I'm going to make an HTTP request. What you'll see is that there are no requests appearing in Fiddler now. Fiddler is no longer capturing. However, Fiddler will still capture the traffic from a connected device. Let me load up that weather app again and I'll show you what I mean. I've loaded up on the iPad and here go the requests. So this is great. We've cut out all of the traffic from the host and we're now just focused on what's going through the app. So that's a good start. It's now much easier to focus on the data that's actually important to us. But let me give you another example. So now just the mobile device traffic is appearing here. I'm going to jump over to Safari on my iPad, and as I do that we can see a bunch of requests as the previous page is reloaded. I'm going to load troyhunt.com and we can see a lot of requests to a lot of different hosts. Like many modern day apps, my website requests resources from all sorts of other locations. Let's scroll that host tab over a little bit and we'll see that there's not actually a whole lot that comes from troyhunt.com. All of this is just noise and it's getting in the way. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump over to the Filters tab. And what I'm going to do now is tick the Use Filters checkbox. We can see an option here that says Show only the following hosts. I'm going to leave that set and I'm going to set this to www.troyhunt.com. Let's try this now. I'll delete all the requests, over on the iPad, reload the page, and there is one request for troyhunt.com. Let me now drill down into my latest blog post. There is one request. There are other assets on the page, there's a bunch of images, but we're not seeing them messing up our Fiddler timeline. I'll try another link from within that blog post. One request. So the point I'm making here is that these filters can make it significantly easier to focus on what's important to you when you're looking at mobile app traffic. Now, as we start looking at the vulnerable mobile app I introduced in the previous module, I'm going to just filter the traffic down so we're only seeing requests to the API backend for that app. That'll keep out anything else that happens on my host, and it will also keep out anything else that happens on the mobile device. So all that's great. That's going to make life a whole lot easier for us. Let's move on now and have a look at how we might go about proxying traffic from other devices that don't allow you to set a proxy server. Let's check that out now.